All right, so we're here with the wonderful Sonia Meggie, who's actually the coordinator and organizer of the event today from Inspirational You. And I have to ask you, what inspired you to put on an event around natural hair?
Well, we've been running Inspirational You now for over 7 years, and over that period of time, we've done events that have been predominantly focused on careers, enterprise, and progression within either the entrepreneurship space or within competitive sectors like the legal industry. But what we haven't done is focus specifically on inner well-being, on balance, and mental health. And in going through the feedback forms over the last year alone, there's been this increasing appetite for those who want to talk about well-being. And as someone that's also transitioning from natural hair, it's been interesting just looking at the response that I have got from colleagues, just people on the street. They'll come up to you and they'll just be, like, I love your hair, or they're just a comment. And it's just been a real learning curve for me. So I thought, well, if I'm experiencing this and this is how I'm feeling, how is this space moving in terms of how other people are transitioning or have transitioned or gone to the big chop and are just dealing with all that society throws at them. So between doing my research and just looking at the fact that online spaces such as YouTube and Instagram and Facebook has also made it so much easier to look at how you can manage your own natural hair, I thought, well, how can we start to be a part of that conversation as well? So we had our first event in March, as part of International Women's Month, and we did it here in this space in Lambeth, which is where Inspirational You kicked off, because we've been all over. And I wanted to be able to ensure that we could bring women together to be able to talk and connect and learn from one another. So today has just been absolutely fantastic in terms of women, again, just coming together.
And being so transparent.
Being vulnerable, being open, but also wanting to continue this journey of listening and learning. So one of the reasons why I also wanted to ensure that as we push this message out far and wide, because between a 10-year-old at home who's questioning why they can or cannot have relaxed hair or plaited hair or why their hair texture is what it is, how do we as adults set that example and allow them to be able to listen and hear what we as grown women have been through and continue to go through?
Excellent. Will there be any more events?
Absolutely, there'll be more events taking place. So we're doing these every 2 months, and I purposely started it right now, which is in the warmer periods, because at least we know we can get more women out. But also it's quite interesting because those of us who we had this conversation about the types of hair, the kind of 4C, 4B hair, but that in the warmer months here in the UK, you'll get more black women out than you will in the winter. So it was important to be able to start that journey, to be able to provide that space and forum, so that as we continue this, we will have an even bigger appetite and an even bigger audience, and also a space where women know that they can continue that conversation outside of today as well. And that was why it was really important to partner with you and ensure that beyond today, via Natural Hair Weekly, they can tap into what you're sharing, they can follow your interviews, they can see all the wonderful women that you are also following, and know that, one, you're not alone, but two, it's not a phenomenon, it's just who you are.
Amen. And can I ask you, what does natural mean to you in 2017?
Natural is a way of life. Natural is embracing change. Natural is self-care. Natural is self-love. But also natural is just taking that time to just really think about you, really putting you at the heart and soul of everything that you do.
Can you tell us, how can we find you and
You can
find out what you're doing, what's up and coming, and learn more about what you're doing?
You can find out more about all that we're doing at Inspirational You via our website, which is inspirationalyou.co.uk. But we use social media to do everything. Like, we are a prime example of what organic growth is about. So Inspirational You is at inspirational_you on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. follow us, have that conversation with us, connect with us and those who we connect with. But if you've got a question, if you want to know who is doing what, Inspirational You is about reminding you, one, how incredible you are, but also connecting you to that wider community as well.
Thank you so much, Sonia.
It's a pleasure.
You rock.